If the NV14 is your first look at the HP NV series, then you skipped right to the good part. The line was introduced in late 2009 with two flagship models, the NV13 and the NV15. Since then, numerous additions and upgrades to the NV has transformed it from a well-intentioned but flawed luxury brand to a powerful and classy group with some real value packed under the glitter. The addition of an optical drive plus some real beefy processing options are just a few of the new ideas in this next big step for the series. Let's take a closer look to see how the NV14 is moving up in the world. We recently reviewed the NV17, which delivers a similar laptop experience with a larger, heavier unit. While the 17.3-inch screen was a real treat when watching movies, the 14.5-inch screen on the NV14 is an excellent compromise that doesn't feel like a compromise at all. As a piece of engineering, the outer case of the NV is exceptional. Although it doesn't copy the unibody design popularized by the MacBook, the build quality is equally impressive, with minimal gapping from panel to panel and a very solid feel. The left side of the machine houses a slot-loading DVD-RW drive, two USB 2.0 ports, plus one mic in and an audio out jack. The right side has space for a power input, vent, Ethernet port, display port, HDMI port, and a combo eSATA USB port. The front has speakers located under the palm rest, plus a card reader toward the front corner. The current backlit uninstalled keyboard is something HP arrived at after lengthy trial and error. The keys are raised slightly and separated, which means less finger travel to reach the keys and fewer errors due to mistypes. Turbo Boost is an interesting optimization that dramatically increases core speeds at intervals of 133 MHz until computing demand meets program supply. The processor only draws more power when you make the request. This feature isn't available on the i3, but the i5 and i7 processors have it covered. The bottom line is, if you're looking for an excellent value without compromising on features, the dual-core i5 450M has Turbo Boost and automatically overclocks to 2.66 GHz for an extra $50 over the $999 base price. Your only option for a graphics card is a solid one, with the ATI Mobility Radeon HD 5650 stepping up to the plate. HP went with the 5650 because for pound, ATI Mobility cards generally perform cheaper and cooler than their NVIDIA counterparts. There's a generous 1GB of dedicated video RAM strapped to the ATI card, so it won't win any awards for being subtle. You also get an option to switch the video card on and off through the main processor via a switchable graphics mode. This will save you some power if you're away from a source, given that the video card normally draws about 19 watts when in use. The NV14 comes standard with 4 GB of RAM filling both racks with 2 GB of memory sticks. If you're planning on getting more RAM but don't want to buy it from HP, spend an extra $25 and HP will install one single 4 GB stick so you have room for another one. All versions of this laptop use Windows 7 64-bit, so you can rest assured knowing that it can utilize 8 GB of RAM. The website claims 7 hours of battery life with a single battery and a whopping 14 hours with the extended battery slice, as it's being called on the net. Depending on your usage, you may get significantly less uptime, especially if the graphics card or optical drive is engaged. We simulated a test environment with always-on Wi-Fi, screen brightness to a relative value within viewing conditions, with audio, web browsing, and 15 minutes of every hour devoted to high-energy tasks. The single battery clocked in just over 4 hours, with the dual battery setup yielding nearly 8 in similar trials. What we liked about the HP NV14 was that it comes fully loaded, has a great value, excellent audio, and a much improved build quality. What we really didn't like about it, well, there's not much to say here. The NV14 has no significant design or mechanical issues. The NV is a fantastic machine. The HP NV series is continuing a short but exciting journey. Fortunately, we live in the present where we can skip the rocky past and move directly to what's great, and the NV14 looks the part from every angle. The smart and classy exterior combined with the impressive processor options and an excellent video card, ample features, and a surprising $999 base price tag means the NV14 is a serious contender regardless of your specific demands.